Cold doesn't take a person all at once. It begins quietly, slipping through layers, settling into the skin, slowing everything it touches. Most people imagine hypothermia as a sudden collapse, a dramatic moment where the body gives up. But the truth is far more subtle and far more dangerous. Long before the mind starts to fade, the muscles begin to fail. And when they stop fighting the cold, the rest of the body is already on its way down. At first, the cold feels simple, a sting in the fingers, a tightening in the jaw, breath turning to thin fog in the night air. But inside, the body is already making desperate choices. It pulls warmth inward to protect the hardened lungs. The limbs are left to fend for themselves. Muscles begin firing over and over again, creating tiny pulses of heat. Shivering becomes a warning, one most people ignore. Then comes the moment when control slips. A zipper that won't grip, a match that won't strike, a hand that refuses to close around a tool. These signs feel small, but they signal something serious. Muscles cool just a few degrees, lose strength, speed, and coordination. Tasks that were easy seconds ago suddenly feel impossible. This is when most victims make their fatal mistakes. They push forward, believing they are tired, not endangered. But slowing down is exactly what the cold wants. Reduced movement means reduced heat. Reduced heat means the muscles cool even further. And as they cool, they fail even faster. The downward spiral has already begun. Soon, walking becomes a drag of heavy legs. The jaw stiffens, speech slurs, fingers twist into useless shapes. It is not the mind that fails first, it is the body. A person can still be fully conscious while completely losing the ability to save themselves. Then the most dangerous phase appears, false warmth. As nerves begin to malfunction, the skin feels hot. The cold no longer feels threatening. Victims start removing jackets, gloves, even boots. They sit down to rest. They believe the worst is over, when in reality the body is preparing to shut down. Without muscle movement, without shivering, without heat, the core temperature falls fast. The heart slows. The blood thickens. The brain struggles to send signals through chilled nerves. Even the strongest person becomes still. The cold doesn't need force. It only needs time. This is how cold claims people who thought they were prepared. Not through storms, not through strength, through quiet failure, muscle by muscle, inch by inch. The lesson is simple, but unforgiving. The battle against cold is won long before the body senses danger. Once the muscles stop fighting, survival is no longer a matter of will. It becomes a race the body cannot win alone. And out there, when the world grows silent and the temperature drops, the cold is patient. It knows the body will fall long before the mind understands what's happening. It knows exactly when muscles stop fighting and exactly what happens next.